There's an absurd story coming out this morning, which might entertain over breakfast. We should pause to savour the moment. American flags flown for Donald Trump's state visit had to be replaced because they were the wrong shade of red. Yeah, the UK government paid over £50,000 to swap out 66 hand-sewn stars and stripes, and each cost around £800. Why? Because according to Nick Farley, the government's official flag supplier, the Americans decided that the red we use, which is called RO1, wasn't right for them and that they wanted a cherry red instead, so we had to buy all new flags for the visit. And the claim, which US officials have never even confirmed, was that the United States had strengthened its red. The existing flags might simply have been slightly faded by sunshine, but no matter, the taxpayers picked up the bill. And this is where the absurdity starts to bite. Why on earth is this our problem? If a supplier delivers flags whose colour turns out to offend the Foreign Protocol Office, that should be an issue for the supplier's insurance, not the Treasury. Yet here we are, bankrolling the world's most expensive game of spot the difference. It's a familiar pattern. Second-rate suppliers secure government contracts on prestige occasions, and when something goes wrong, the state quietly covers the cost. Of course, it makes one look across at Baroness Moan and PPE MedPro and sigh, oh yes, well that's exactly the conclusion I should reach. And while we're on the theme of questionable procurement, one cannot help but recall the now infamous image of Matt Hancock in the stationery cupboard, otherwise occupied with homework, set by Gina Colatangelo, his most enthusiastic helper. Let's enter the stationery cupboard and make it move. I'm looking for an HB pencil with a rubber on it. One wonders, tongue firmly in cheek, whether she was also supervising the correct Pantone of the Stars and Stripes. Did she do flags in the right colour, one wonders? Did she do the colouring in for Matt Hancock? This isn't mere gossip. It's how public money evaporates in the fog of ceremonial vanity and weak contract management. £50,000 may be a rounding error in a state visit budget, but it symbolises something bigger. A culture where officials fear causing insult more than they fear wasting our cash. A procurement system that rewards familiar names, however sloppy, rather than protecting taxpayers. A political class so distracted by photo opportunities, pageantry and private side interests that it treats money as someone else's problem. And the defence? A government spokesman bragged that the visit brought record-breaking investment into the UK of £150 billion, boosting jobs and catapulting growth. Even if that headline figure were robust, a big if, it doesn't justify spending £800 per flag just to match Donald Trump's tie. This is a small-scale folly that reveals a large-scale flaw. If we cannot hold suppliers to account over the colour red, what hope have we with billions in PPE, IT systems or military contracts? When the state pays £50,000 to repaint a flag that may only look different in certain sunlight, it is not just a waste, it is a warning that prestige and panic are trumping competence, and that lessons unlearnt from PPE, Baroness Moan and Matt Hancock's cupboard antics continue to cost us, literally, in red ink.